now on Boston 25 News at 6.
A shocking attack on a nurse here at Lowell General Hospital. A homeless man charged with striking a nurse with a fire extinguisher. Why nurses say attacks like this are all too common.
Tonight, a Lowell man is held without bail, charged with a violent attack on a nurse at Lowell General Hospital's Saints campus. And this is a story Boston 25 News first brought to you last night.
Court documents recall shocking details of that attack. Boston 25 News reporter Bob Ward has covered this issue for years and tells us the incident's raising concern that not enough is being done to protect healthcare providers.
Absolutely horrified, and I'm so worried about that nurse.
Katie Murphy, president of the Massachusetts Nurses Association, reacting to a shocking attack on a nurse at Lowell General Hospital's Saints campus Saturday night. According to this criminal complaint, police say Jean-Paul Duran, a homeless man, attacked a 28-year-old nurse with a fire extinguisher inside a mental health unit just before 9:30 p.m. Police say video surveillance reveals Duran lifted the fire extinguisher over his shoulders and struck the nurse in the back of her head while she had her back turned and was entering notes into a computer. Police say Duran lifted the fire extinguisher again and struck the nurse a second time, hitting the back of her head and her left hand. A second nurse saw what was happening and drew Duran's attention away from the victim. Duran, still carrying the fire extinguisher, chased the second nurse around the nurse's station until security finally grabbed him. When Lowell police arrived, Jean-Paul Duran was in 4-point restraint. He was, quote, still wildly moving his limbs around.
It is a horrible, horrible assault on a healthcare provider.
Katie Murphy tells me healthcare workers are up to 12 times more likely to be victims of on-the-job assault than other professionals. But she says these attacks happen in hospitals almost daily, but most incidents are not reported to police. This is an issue I've covered for more than a decade. The Massachusetts Nurses Association has legislation at the State House addressing violence against healthcare workers.
I think if you talk to any healthcare provider, they will talk about times they were kicked, bitten, stabbed, hit with objects, splashed with blood. Everybody has the story.
In the Lowell attack, Jean-Paul Duran is facing 3 counts of assault with a dangerous weapon. The victim is recovering from her injuries. Jean-Paul Duran is now held without bail. He's due back in court on Friday for a dangerousness hearing, which could keep him locked up. In Lowell, Bob Ward, Boston 25 News.